Welcome to Everywoman. I'm Shuli Ghosh. On this week's programme, the role models inspiring women to sporting success. We meet the knockout sisters, putting their critics on the ropes and boxing their way to the top. Success in her sights, the racer turned archer taking aim for victory. And they shoot, they score, the women taking the field in football and beating men at their own game. Hello there. The countdown is on to this year's Olympic Games in Beijing. Marred by protests over Tibet, it's easy to lose sight of the fact that hundreds of hopefuls will be competing for their dream, an Olympic gold medal. One of those will be 21-year-old Siham Hilali from Morocco. Siham is a middle-distance runner who's competed in championships across the world. Now she's one of Morocco's greatest hopes for this year's Olympics. But not only does Siham have to contend with a tough training schedule, she's also challenging people's perception of a woman's place in Muslim society.
اللي بديت نجري صافي من اللي مشيت بالنسبه للنهار الاول ملي مشيت مع جريت مع السكولير وداكشي حسيت براسي بما مرتاحه لحقاش انا اصلا عزيز عليا تجري.
Siham Hilali is emerging as one of Morocco's greatest runners. Yet Siham has not only had to prove herself on the running track, but also to society, which in spite of recent reforms, has strong reservations on the woman's role outside the home.
بالنسبه لي قبل 16 عام كنت بحال كنت نعاون ماما في الدار زعما هذيك الساعه المراه مغربيه ماشي بحال دابا. بالنسبه للوالدين تاعي كانوا هما تينتظروني بين ما غنكون قاريه باش
كنتمنوا غادا تقرا وتوظف ودير الرياضه وتيقولوا لي ما جات بالقلم تجيب القدم.
Leaving behind household chores and family expectations, Siham has one dream: to win the Olympics.
ان شاء الله من وراء الالعاب الاولمبيه كتجيك دابا كيف غتولدي
There has been a recent debate on women's participation in the Olympics and the restrictions imposed by some countries who are concerned with the female athletes' dress code. Yet Siham doesn't see any contradictions between her running and her religion.
بحال في السعوديه كانوا ما خلاوش البنات يلعبوا مشاو بالنسبه مشات ليكيب ناسيونال مشاو الولاد ما كاينش النساء. كاينين عداءات اللي من الاردن من البحرين اللي جراو معانا وهما بداك الخمار تاعهم بالنسبه هما دابا هي اول حاجه الجري خاصك اول حاجه تكون خفيف يعني غتكون مسدود من هنايا يعني صعيب باش ربما هذاك الخمار وداك الشيء اللي لابسين ربما ما يخليهمش يبينوا الكفاءات تاعهم اللي عندهم. ولكن الدين تيبقى في القلب ماشي في المظهر. لكن بالنسبه لواحد الرياضه هي تقريبا هو العمل تاعو ما يمكنش غيتخلى على العمل تاعو لا تخلى على العمل تاعو ما عندوش باش يعيش ولذلك تيبقى الدين في القلب والعمل بوحدو والدين بوحدو.
دابا صافي في 300 متر في هاد الدوره فهمت غنسيو باش غادي ديريها تحاولي تمشي في ديك 58.
Behind Siham's successes and victories is a trainer Zaz. He discovered their talents at the age of 16.
بالنسبه للقاء تاعي مع الدين كان هو نهار بديت الجرا في السكولير من بعد من ورا لاريفي ما كنتش نعرفو قبل الديبار يعني بين الديبار ولاريفي حنا من ورا لاريفي مباشره في الخط تاع لاريفي تعرض ليا وسلم عليا عنقني من بعد قال لي خاصك تزيد تريني وداكشي صافي مشيت نتريني.
Zaz has now become something more than a trainer.
في الأول ما كنتش في اللقاء تاعي ما كنتش نقول بالمره راني غدا وبعد غدا غنكون زوجة تاعو ولا غنكون تنبغيه ولا شي حاجه.
نبغي انا مرتي تكون احسن مني ونبغيها تكون افضل امراه في العالم.
والحاجه هما مرتبطه كنا مخاصمين في الدار تيلحق وقت لونطريمون
واخا نكونوا مخاصمين
صافي تنهضروا واخا نكونوا زعما ما تنتخاصموش راك عارف الريال ديال ما كاينش. وملي في لونطريمون ثاني واخا تيكون مشكل ولا شي حاجه صافي يفوت لونطريمون تنسى مع لونطريمون.
Whether or not Siham brings back a medal from the Beijing Olympics, she has already become an example to other young Moroccan women of her generation.
نموذج لكاع البنات بالنسبه للبنات اللي كانوا معايا في الليسي وداكشي تيقولوا بالنسبه سهام مشات دارت الرياضه توفقات فيها. حنا ربما غنديروا حنا شي حاجه واخا تيكونوا والديهم زعما تيعيشوا في لا فامي مغموقه شويه، ولكن ملي شافوني انا بحال هكاك والديهم تاهما خلاوهم باش تاهما بيقنوا على الطموحات تاعهم واخا ماشي الرياضه ولكن مجالات اخرى.
And of course, we're all wishing Siham the best of luck in Beijing this summer. Now to two women who are real knockouts. Riham and Fatma are Israeli Arab sisters, both conservative Muslims who religiously follow Islamic teachings. But they're also boxers, and their dream is to reach international standards in the sport. It's caused some problems. One religious leader has decreed that women shouldn't be allowed to fight, but their family and community are behind them.
I practice boxing because it promotes self-confidence and self-defense. It enhances ethics, good manners, and physical fitness.
Boxing is a popular sport. My daughters loves it. I respected their choice and did not oppose it, neither as a father nor as a coach. And I didn't do something wrong when I let my daughters practice this sport. I didn't go against society. It's not shameful. The local society recognized it only later and accepted my position. I want you to put your hands together and ask God to win this game.
At first, I used to go and watch them training. Then later, I started the training myself.
I am a conservative man. My daughters are conservative too, thank God. All family members pray regularly. We respect Islam and abide by its rules.
Today, while I was sitting outside the house, my cousin passed by. He said, "I heard you're training to practice the sport of boxing." I said, "Yes, I am. Why do you ask?" He said, "I don't think this training is made for you. No man will ever want to marry you. This is a man's sport, not a woman's sport." I said, "No, it can be a woman's sport too. I don't care about your opinion."
You're confident and know who you are. Your father and brothers stand by you. Besides, all of your brothers get training in this sport too. After all, no one forced you to go for that sport. It was your own choice.
I won't listen to him.
The most important thing for a girl is to look after herself, and that's it. After all this hard work and after she reaches a very advanced level, I can't imagine a day ahead when her fiancé asks her to stop this sport. This is her dream. She's hoping to reach a stage where she qualifies to go and play at an international level. I can't imagine that everything she worked for will collapse in a moment.
I am proud of my nationality as an Arab, but I'm also aware that I live within the borders of the State of Israel. Because I represent the state abroad in international games, I work hard to gain best results for Israel and for me as a coach as well.
The girl who played against me is excellent. When I started the game, I was tense because this is the first time I played against a girl.
I am happy that I won first place in one competition and got a draw.
Well, we're going to take a short break now, but still to come, hitting the bullseye. We meet Nada Zaidan, the top-class archer from Qatar, with the world in her sights. Stay with us.